Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Great War mod. We're playing as the Austro-Hungarian Empire in World War I. Last time around we ended kind of ingloriously with a defeat when I out-resolved. Luckily for me the general survived, and I've loads of other troops to be able to move in and take whatever was left of the enemy after that out-resolve. So, since then we've taken control of this area. What I did was... the problem was we couldn't end the Soviets because we would have to march across here. And this area is blocked by the navy, so I can't actually march across that area. And to dislodge all the navy they've built up, because they have the three of them over here, that would be quite the task. Because, I mean, I can build ships here, which you can see I am doing. I'm building through these two. But it would take such a long time to actually build that up to the point where I could actually defeat all the navies to get across. The better thing was to sign a ceasefire treaty with the Soviets, leave them in Finland. I actually thought they were gonna revolt. The Finnish was gonna revolt against the government, but I guess because it's their last province they can't like revolt and turn it into another country. But the bankruptcy is huge, so they're losing tons of wealth, almost 200 wealth per turn, so that's a lot. 15 points minus. Now they get some for foreign occupation, mostly because I've tried to bomb some of their infrastructure. I was thinking that maybe I should bomb the factory, but I decided, you know, factory gives 3 minus for industrialization, and I'm not entirely sure that would make it up in... and I mean the province would be nothing without that. But yeah, what I came up with was ceasefire treaty that made that I could actually make some ships and send them out into the Gulf of Finland. And I could send a very small force that could then just move in and take it out, and all the navies would disappear, and I would have taken control of Finland. The problem with that was, something that I didn't think about, was the fact, of course, that the Soviets were still allied with France. So when I declared war, again, to launch my invasion, I forgot the fact that they were allied with the French. I was thinking maybe the French will go ahead and just skip out on that and not rearm and go into hostilities with us. But they actually honored the alliance with Soviet Finland at this point. So war has broken out on the Western Front. So that's what we're going to look at today. The interesting thing is this: in the meantime, between me and Germany actually being at peace with France, they went ahead and invaded, as we can see here. I think this is even a naval landing which they've done against the Spanish. So they've taken control of Pamplona and the Navarra region. There are plenty of Spanish armies here, but they have been very ineffective against the French attack. The interesting thing here was the fact that this actually lay open for a while when the French army was marching down here, and there was, I think, 3 or 2 full stacks, and they could have easily taken it back, but they didn't. So I'm not entirely sure. The Spanish High Command is a bit all over the place. But they seem to be holding on now anyways. And there's a lot of Spanish troops moving around, so I don't think the French are going to get any further, especially now since the war has broken out on the Western Front. What we're going to make sure is that we're going to get Germany to join in this war. So we want you to join against France, that would be great. And I'm willing to pay you... what am I willing to pay you? I have tons of money. I'm gonna give you 25,000 to join the war. And so the business is concluded, and they are now at war with the French as well. So they will sort of help me pull the slacks of all the areas where I'm not going to be able to attack. Or basically, once I've gone in, bludgeoned the French, the Germans can continue on through that and get the rest. What we're going to do is we're going to start with quite the bombing campaign. Since last time we've really stepped up the amount of bomber planes we've got. Or maybe I should do the fighter planes first. So we got fighter plane here, we're going to shoot down. We can't really get to those guys because they're blocking ports. The easiest way is actually to infiltrate that army, then jump through and then actually go for... because I've already done like a move, I can't actually attack them. I guess we'll just fly through with the fighter planes then. The bombers don't need an escort because it's all reconnaissance planes, I believe. It's reconnaissance planes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fly that way and we're gonna come down. Let's start with the bombing campaigns. We're gonna bomb Marseille to start off with. We can bomb infrastructure. What we need to do is we need to bomb. I'm passing through this. But let's bomb it anyways, actually. So see how that goes. Boom! We successfully bombed this station. Make sure to reduce their capabilities there. Let's bomb the port as well. 18% chance, that's not great. Okay, so we failed that bombing run. Let's see if we can bomb the army here. It was detected and had to abort its mission. Let's bomb the army. Oh, that plane was even shot down. So our bombing campaign didn't go that great. We did bomb this, but that was right at the border, so the bombing campaign down here didn't go too well. What else can we bomb? This one is... Here is where I should be bombing. I should be bombing that logistics base, because that's of the greater French region, so that should be bombed. I should bomb factories, so that factory over there should be bombed. In the French, I should bomb the ordnance district. Thing is, up here I've only moved one bomber aircraft. Because it was most of the bomber planes spawned actually down in what's it called, in Naples. I mean the chances here are pretty bad, I think, to bomb anything. 40% actually against the but I doubt they're gonna be able to build any artillery pieces. It's better than to try and bomb this place. Make sure that the resupply rate of enemy troops are gonna be reduced. Unfortunately, he had to call off the attack because he was detected. What we should do is move some of the bomber planes towards the north instead. Great, now you blocked the bloody bridge. Great, they all have to go over the bridge. We can't lose sight of the ground. If we go over the water, we might drown. Right, I don't think we're gonna start with the attack on Paris. We'll start with the attack on Marseille. The thing is, though, I don't think we'll make it in one turn. We got a massive amount of tanks coming in. We'll move up this army first. And I'll just move and I'll see if they want to intercept us. Let's actually push out the enemy navy there. Force out the French navy. It's a shit one. And then we can move forward. And then we'll see if Oscar gets attacked, if he gets intercepted by the enemy. No, he doesn't. And the second army doesn't get attacked either. The third army, bringing loads of tanks, heavy artillery and stuff like that. And then we've got even more troops coming in. With this general. I think, let's leave it. If necessary, I could send some troops. Let's send these two. They can go ahead and station there, make sure that the enemy does not repair it. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have naval supremacy over here. Oh, it's only cargo ships. Would be nice if we actually captured some. But the thing is, we've had quite a problem doing that. So it would be nice. I mean, imagine if this was done in the Shogun 2 engine. Then I could have gotten, you know, the bombard ability by stationing the ships close there. Just bombing the shit out of all of it. I think that's what we're gonna move up there. Over here, we're not gonna pull into an attack here, but maybe I want to move the troops. We're not gonna be able to reach, are we? Hutzeldorf is not gonna be able to march over there. Got more Jagd Commando moving in. This army does actually reach, but I don't want this guy to actually be the one to attack. I want Hutzeldorf to attack. So we're just gonna move him forward to the hill above here. So we're overlooking. It could be that as I end turn, the German troops move in and attack, and we'll be supporting them in the attack, which would be a fail. Fighter plane, we're gonna see if we can shoot down this guy. 95% chance, and we fail. Since it's always 95% chance, and I almost always fail, I wonder if it's not an accurate representation. It's actually kind of bad because I wasn't able to attack anywhere. But that's maybe good, because then we can finalize the defeat of the Soviets in this episode. Also, we had a bit of problem, as you might note here. The Latvians are gone. And that's because the Germans decided to declare war on them. And so I joined the side on the German side, or I broke the alliance with the Latvians. But I didn't want to give this to Germany, so I went ahead and took it. I think no vassal of mine should be in direct contact with the German Empire. So if I decide to give more to the whites, which I've given them Ukraine, I've given them a few other areas like that. But they should not reach all the way to the border. There should be Austro-Hungarian and demilitarized zone in between. With that said, let's go ahead and enter. Now, interesting to see if the French are going to counterattack somewhere, or if they're just going to bolster their troop or their holdout in these regions. If I get an opportunity to intercept, I don't think I'll take it, because I'd rather be doing one battle and actually taking the town than doing one interception battle and then doing the town battle. So we get it all done in one go, in a sense. With that said, let's with great anticipation end turn and see what the enemy has in store for us. Kind of surprised, in fact, that nothing at all happened. We've got our aircraft discovering stuff all over the place. A safe path has been found. Ah, yes. I infiltrated a lot of areas, which is good. So we've got full visibility of French territory. We've got more troops being recruited. Stuff being built. A advanced chemical weapons laboratory in Rome. Stuff like that. We've got some attrition. Some troops up with Petrograd, and I'm not entirely sure where this unit is. Right, the French didn't do anything really. Looks like they've recruited some extra troops, a flamethrower unit. So we should be good to go to attack here. We never managed to bomb that place, so I want to bomb that. See if we are successful. Yes, we were successful with that bombing strike. Should take them quite a while to repair that. With that target out of the way, we want to go for the factory. That will hopefully stop them being able to recruit some of the more heavier artillery pieces. We actually already had that in a reconnaissance plane of ours in that area. The enemy reconnaissance planes have moved away from this region. Or have they moved in here? No, where did they go? I was gonna shoot them down. But now they've skedaddled. Somewhere. I have complete view of the air space above France. But I cannot see a single one of them. They all went to hide somewhere. We don't know where. Let's go ahead and try at least one more bombing attempt at bombing the army around Marseille. Maybe I should have tried to bomb an easy target like this guy. Right, there's not much more I should... Yeah, well, you know... No, I didn't have a bombing plane left there. Right. With all of this, let's have Oscar Piodrek. I don't want to... We could put a lot more tanks in there. Do we have a mail tank? No, we have 2 machine gun tanks. Maybe we can get a mail tank to join Piodrek's army. Just so we get all the kind of tanks in there. We can remove one of the Kaiserschützen troops. And then we put a mail tank. So now we got all kinds of tanks as we lay siege. So there's 3,000 French troops, roughly. 3,500. But then we're attacking with 7,000 men. Lots of tanks and stuff. It's certainly not in favor of the French troops. So bye-bye Marseille. Without further ado, let's go ahead and commence this attack. Look at this place. Got bomber aircraft, troops all over the place. The navy right over there. They've got no chance whatsoever. The situation looks very favorable to us. I have set up the commander here, right by the headquarters. Then we've got the heavy artillery pieces back here. Then in front we've got 1 unit of Kaiserschützen, 1 unit of normal infantry, and then here we've got the big A7V tanks. So this is the male one, which got a single barrel firing explosive shots out of that, high explosive rounds. Pretty cool. And we've got 4 of those. And then next to them we've got the female tanks, which got the 2 machine guns up front, ready to blast the enemy. A very happy little skull right there. We got 4 of those tanks, and then we've got the light tanks, which we've seen before. Oh, here I forgot. We've got the machine gun. I forgot to place that one. We'll place that here. We got so many machine guns that it's very unnecessary, in fact. But we'll have the machine gun over there. Then I've placed 1 unit of the Jagdkommando hiding in this forest, ready to shoot anyone who approached this hill. Down in the valley we've got the engineers placing bombs in the 2 access areas where the enemy can actually march down into. Got Polish infantry right over here, or the French. So those are Polish. Then, because the enemy army stretches quite far, we also have the 2 elite units here ready to back up some of the Jagdkommando, which is set up over here, which is the submachine gunners, which is set up around there. and then the elite troops will move into aid. We'll tell all the machine guns to hold fire from the start. I don't want any team kills. And with that, let's go ahead and start. We'll go ahead and start by dragging back combat engineers. Get the hell out of Dodge. And then we're gonna move up the tanks and the machine guns. So I'm gonna get the female tanks up there. We're gonna get the male ones up there as well, and then from there they can fire. What else troops do we need to move? We need to move the elite troops, because right now, ooh, there's actually quite the fire coming against the submachine gunners. That's actually a pretty bad spot for them. So they will pull back. I wasn't sure how much infantry they had over there. So definitely pulling them back. They do actually, looks like they have some... oh, machine guns. That's why we definitely need to pull those guys away. Now they're hidden behind the hill. Submachine gunners got away. And if anyone attacks forward, the Tiroler Kaiserjäger should cut them down. We got flamethrower units, so here I've got some hidden units ready to open fire. We're gonna get the trench gunners. Ooh, there's a bomb about to explode on the cavalry. Bye bye French cavalry. We got the trench gunners. Oh, that Polish unit, I imagine, got absolutely trashed. Enemy cavalry got absolutely trashed. I'm sending forward the trench gunners. I kind of want to see if I can get the flamethrower unit. At the same time, there's a lot of infantry coming there. Why don't you hide roughly around there? I tell you to... You should be at fire at will, and you should get up on the hill. Ooh, the one engineer group did lose a lot of troops. Right, now when they move forward, they're going to move into my elite troops over there. So they should be able to hold the enemy away. If the enemy wants to march forward here, let's get the trench gunners in here to do flank fire. I do believe, yeah, they do have grenades as well, so that's good. So we're going to get them up close. Being able to fire then into the flank of the advancing enemy. Oh, they're charging? Damn. We'll need to try and stop them if we can. They're overrunning my unit. There's no way that little unit of shotgunner is gonna survive. So they need to retreat. Now we are throwing hand grenades from up there. Kind of spoiling the fun for the French. Shotgunners actually managed to get away from that. Let's reorganize and see if you can't shoot them down as they advance now. Get shooting, Jagdkommando. There we go. I mean, I think if we go down into slow-mo, we might be able to actually see. It might be hard to actually see the shotgun blasts. Yet again, the French charge us. We've got nothing but to pull back, try to get out of that. I'm gonna open up with the female tank. And hopefully that is enough to stop the French attack. Most of the shots are actually seemingly landing right in front of them. They are firing on these guys. French Foreign Legion elite unit is marching forward. The Jagdkommando over here suffered quite a lot of damage. So they need to be reinforced. by these two infantry units. Need to move up and support. I can also get this machine gun up there to support. Let's move the female tanks a little bit more forward so they get better angle on the enemy. And we got these tanks acting kind of like artillery right now, firing shots. I wonder, let's go inside. See, I don't know which one is the barrel one. That's a pretty cool view. That's not the barrel. Let's see, I think we're going through the wrong way. Let's scroll back. I think this is the barrel one. So we might be able to follow one of the shots now, if he wants to fire. There we go. So now we're following one of the shots out of the tank. Ooh, this one looks to be pretty good. No, it lands right in between everyone. Might have damaged someone. Oh shit! That's only down to 4 people. The thing is, the troops don't retreat. We definitely need to open up with a machine gun. And of course they've already killed a load of them. Let's get the shotgunners into the flank again. Gonna. Female tanks should aim for the Chasseur Alpine. All the machine gun shots, quickly they're completely eradicated almost. And then the elite French Foreign Legions marching up. What I need to do is I definitely need to get rid of all of this attack right here. That unit of Jagdkommando is definitely not going to survive. There's only 2 guys left. What I need though is for my artillery to actually fire at some sensible targets. The enemy has made quite the headway over here. Let's see if we can get the shotgunners can go to the bottom of the ridge and throw grenades up at the enemy. And then over here I was thinking the submachine gunners should be able to advance below the cover of the hill and possibly throw grenades, kill off those enemy machine guns. With the artillery and with now machine guns firing, the light machine gun and I believe the female tank could probably fire all the way over here as well. The French troops that were actually making some headway over here are being forced to pull back under such heavy fire. So they're all retreating at this point. Now the kind of strong point of enemy is over there. Enemy general, even though they didn't have a proper general, just died. I want to hold fire a little bit. And what we want to do is we'll need to single out where the reinforcements are coming in. So I can see 1 unit coming in there, so I want to move. We're going to move the tanks towards those areas. And we're going to see if the tanks on their own can kind of take them out. And then I can focus on what's going on here. Those machine guns, they're probably actually hitting us over here. Yep, they're hitting us over here. Some machine gunners are getting hit as well. I want these guys to continue hitting me though, kinda. So I'm not gonna move this one, even though it's just losing troops the absolutely most slightly. I wonder if, let's see if they're firing into the hill. If they could get closer, I could move up and actually throw grenades at them. Looks like this unit's actually... Oh wait, that's an enemy combat engineer unit. We need to keep an eye open for if they place bombs in this region then, somewhere in this forest. Could completely annihilate our unit. But now they're gonna get absolutely swarmed by submachine gun fire from up there. Plus they're getting fire from these guys. My elite infantry. And they were broken down as a unit. Now somehow I need to get these guys. Artillery is without range. I could probably roll one of the tanks over there. The mail tank could roll to a position over here and then fire from there at them. We've got a few units coming in. Snipers, grenadiers, what have you. This one is actually losing quite a bit of troops. It's gonna be dangerous. It's gonna be very dangerous for these two units. Let's prepare it. Set them up like that. And then move forward. If I move all the way up here, all the grenade tosses should not like explode in the trees, but actually fly down and land upon them, and we would actually be able to blow them up. Okay, they're not firing back, so that's good. Go on. It looked like the officer's grenade was actually like a more like a pineapple grenade rather than the what you consider kind of the normal German stick grenade. Let's give them more grenades and aim for the ones further away. Grenades are flying all over the place. These guys are now being able to fire over here. Let's get this one forward. This one's dangerous because down here he will be absolutely just murdered by those guys. The tank is soon within range. Okay, we've taken out all the machine guns out of this crew. And this one only has 2 left. So it's actually going pretty well. Whatever unit was sneaking in here just got murdered. Oh, it's flamethrowers. It's the French flamethrowers. They're shooting at us now. Oh, what's that? Is that rifle grenades? What is exploding? Yeah, enemy rifle grenadiers. We need to pull back. So you can also see here that he actually sent me a file to fix the flamethrower whiteout that was a bit obnoxious. Let's see, mail tank, are you... you are within range, but you're going very slow. I'm gonna stop you right here then. And then from there you can fire. Female tanks moving towards their target. We're gonna move over there. Where's my light tanks? Oh, you're already there. But have you taken out what you were supposed to take out? I guess so. The good thing about these guys is they're so fast compared to the other ones. The AV tanks, A7V tanks are so slow. Right, now you're in a position to actually lay down some hurt on the guys coming through here, killing the machine guns and so on. Right, so now we're getting good fire from the hill position there and from the position down there. Those rifle grenadiers though. I'm gonna deal with you. If we make a really thin line, an attack could maybe work. We'll make 2 really thin lines. Then we're putting down so much effort in killing these flamethrower guys. It's just the officer left and now he's dead. Let's see, where the mail tank has... Yeah, it can fire on all of these. I want you to run to that position. I should have sent more troops by now. It's a bit stupid on my part. So we got machine gun over there. What we'll do is once you get out of the forest, you can cover an area that way. You know what? You probably reached those guys already. So why don't you just stop and open fire on them, return fire, because they're firing on you right now. Let's go back to this area. Oh, the rifle grenadiers charged my commander, the bastards. Let's pull back. Oh, they've got another one. They've got 2 rifle grenadiers. I need this one though to kind of come in and aid to stop this rifle grenadier unit from actually overrunning our position. Look at all those grenades. They're kind of landing in front of the unit though. I need you guys to open fire like yesterday to actually aid your comrades. Right, shoot at them as they retreat. I guess we'll keep this one back because there's only 20 men left. Actually, both units should probably be kept back. Why is the mail tank not firing anymore? It is, but not as much as I wanted it to. Right, the light tank did its job. It should continue forward. Oh, it's a bloody flamethrower unit. We need to get over the hill though to actually get to hit them. Could be that they burn out our tanks. Let's speed this up a little bit, because these guys are very slow. Ooh. Shoot them down. Come on. Oh, they're trying to charge. These 2 realized that's probably not a good idea. Let's run away. Let's see. Fire on those guys instead. And once that unit is actually dead, I think the entire attack is gonna falter. So these guys now, yep, completely destroy that unit. And the resistance in the area has fallen apart. And we are victorious. Very good. There we have it. Victory. We deployed 7,480 men. Well, not everyone at the same time, of course. Most of them didn't actually make it to the battlefield. The enemy, however, brought all of theirs, 3,800, where of which 3,500 died, leaving only 270 men remaining. We lost about 1,000 men out of our 7,500 men army, leaving 6,500. Interesting thing here to note is, according to this, enemies killed 2,700, while they actually lost 3,500. So I don't think the enemy killed 800 of their own men. So I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Highest kills, the female tank, no surprise there. Kaiser Tyrolerjägern, more of a surprise. The fact that they managed to get 460 with so many other tanks and machine guns and stuff that they would get, and they even got over 300 Then we have a combat engineer. Those bombs were pretty darn effective, even though I missed the one the Polish troops walked onto. And then otherwise it's actually kind of low amount of kills for the other units as we go down here. Not even over 200 for a lot of these. One unit was lost, but it must have been one of the Jagdkommando units then, the one that went down to like 2 men, or probably 1 at the end. Definitely have too many machine guns in this army. Like, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 units of machine gun. That's way too much. I definitely don't need all of that. I think it suffices with those 2 tanks, the heavy machine gun tank and the light heavy machine gun tank. So I don't need the stationary machine gun, so the light machine gun and the heavy machine gun. So I don't think I need those. Peacefully occupy. Grizzled old Sergeant Herman von Kevis. He was the one at the far back though. He was the furthest away, and he got Grizzled Old Sergeant for that. Which is pretty odd. But I'm actually gonna remove those 2. We'll move them to Kevit's army. And then we'll move in, since we lost Jagdkommando, we'll move in 1 Jagdkommando and I think 1 submachine gunner as well. And then what I could do, should I make this army even more? What we need is an anti-tank sniper, just in case. And then what were you? Yeah, you can go there. Very good. And I think we ended there today. What we'll do next time is we'll switch focus to the attack on Paris, where we'll attack them. This is going to be more interesting, I think, because they have tanks. So we'll be at a little bit of a tank battle here. I'll try to see if I can get it to focus so we can get our male tanks to fight with their male tanks. And also get my tank snipers to snipe them out. Got a lot of elite infantry here. 3 units of Foreign Legion, 2 units of Polish infantry. They've still got some old units, 2 heavy cuirassier units. It's going to be interesting if they charge those right at my tanks. Lancer unit, Marines. Not so much reinforcement in this region. Not sure why they're holding an army all the way back here. It's kind of interesting to see what they have. And then they have another one back here. So it's a little bit interesting why they're holding troops back. So the stacks we have left anyways to defeat. Oh, here's a light tank. A Renault. Nice. We're going to be able to destroy that in a pretty cool battle. A lot of Polish troops. So we've got 1 French stack over here. We've got 1 in Paris, 1 at Orléans, 1 down at the bridge over here, and then hopefully the Spanish can take out what's left kind of in this region. I think there's a hidden stack here as well somewhere. If I go back with the plane to kind of see if I can discover something over here. If that stack is moving. No, it probably didn't move over there. It might have actually moved back. Oh, they've got tanks here as well. Nice. Anyways, with all of that said, we're going to end it right here. Next time, I hope you join back to watch the attack on Paris. With that said, I say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.